Coverage, we head down to Miami-Dade County, where a curfew went into effect at 9 p.m. countywide and 8 p.m. in the city of Miami.
Mike Cunio is in downtown Miami right now. And Mike, what are you seeing there at this hour?
Well, it's a tale of two different days, really, from Saturday night to Sunday night, two complete different stories. Down here, it is peaceful, it is quiet right now. Really a testament to the way the protesters acted today, a testament to the way the police handled this. Back here by the port of Miami, there was heavy police presence. But first of all, I want to show you the way they were defending the police station. Remember, the police department Saturday night dealt with a lot of issues, a lot of agitators. Remember, that car was set on fire, but really they held down the fort there. A ton of police presence, Miami-Dade police, city of Miami, and some federal authorities also there in attendance. Now, as we did hit that curfew, they tried to break up the crowd, and we saw that heavy police presence back here outside the American Airlines Arena, outside Port of Miami. We saw some bottles of water thrown at them, but these guys didn't take the bait. They held the peace just fine. There was an incident across the street at a CVS where apparently some tear gas was thrown, and we did see one female officer. She appeared to be somewhat shaken up, but she was able to walk off under her own volition. She seemed to be okay. Now, throughout the night, that curfew we talk about, we've seen these patrols of groups of about 4, 5, maybe even 6 cop cars together driving around the streets in patterns and really taking care of anyone who's still out. We did see one young man get detained about half hour, 45 minutes ago. And when they put him in the back of the truck, you could see 2, 3 other people back in there. But as far as that's about the majority of the activity we've seen tonight. Once again, out here in front of the Port of Miami, out front of the American Airlines Arena, very quiet and very calm. Lauren and Elliot.
We were glad to see that, Mike. Thank you very much. Also in Miami is CBS 4's Ty Russell.
And Ty, can you tell us about what went on where you are right now?
Yeah, it's a lot quieter right now, Lauren and Elliot, where we are. We're right near the entrance of Port Miami. You can probably see in the distance as we zoom in here that there are still some Miami-Dade police officers there, but I did see dozens of patrol cars along with SWAT units leave this area. I can see from my vantage point here, I know it's hard for you to see, but there are police cars, Miami police cars at Bayside Marketplace, since this is the city, but there is a curfew in effect, so that's why you don't see many cars out here on the roadway. Police were able to get many people out of here rather quickly. There were several Miami-Dade police officers here along with the city of Miami. And we were in this area since around 3 o'clock today when protesters first gathered here, and we were able to walk with them as they marched throughout the streets of downtown Miami. A passionate group of protesters hit the streets of downtown Miami Sunday. They had signs like this one that says, "One can't stay quiet." Another states, "Use your privilege to fight justice."
We're out here because of the systematic oppression of our people. We're out here because of the constant killing of our people by people policing our community.
Recent events thousands of miles away have hit a nerve for many protesters.
There's going to be chanting. It's a peaceful protest.
That's one of the organizers leading the march. Originally, they were heading to the Miami Police Department after leaving the American Airlines Arena. She reacted to what she saw in downtown Miami Saturday night, but she didn't want to see a repeat as they work for real solutions.
Full of rage. People are entitled to the actions that they want to do. I think it's our responsibility as a community to make sure that the people today stay safe and that we keep each other accountable.
I talked to many Miami-Dade residents who had come out to demand changes. She says she also wants leaders to take peaceful protests seriously.
Peaceful protests have been happening for the longest time and nothing happens. So like what happened last night, people are tired of it. They don't know what to do.
They stopped by the federal courthouse and chanted loudly so inmates can hear them. They took a knee several times and held fists in the air, but for a brief moment.
Because of everything that's going on, the police is here, it's just very overwhelming.
I don't have my daddy over some police stuff. I don't have my daddy right now. I'm out here right now for my daddy.
Some protesters were angry seeing police with riot gear at Bayside Marketplace, but as soon as police backed down, most of the tension eased and the protest continued. Organizers also kept the peace by keeping the crowd away from the entrance of Port Miami after they were ordered to leave.
All personnel are subject to arrest.
At the end of the protest, police were back in riot gear, clearing the streets. Nearby, we saw damaged windows at a CVS, but streets were cleared by officers and organizers. And I should note also at the entrance of Port Miami here, I saw one person with zip ties being taken into custody earlier today. We are live near Port Miami. I'm Ty Russell, CBS 4 News Tonight.
Ty, thank you very much. Next in our team coverage, we head over to CBS 4's Francis Wang.
And Francis, you've been downtown pretty much all day. What's happening there right now?
Hey, Lauren. Hey, Elliot. Yeah, we're closer to Bayfront Park. Of course, last night, Mike Cunha was closer to this area covering the looting going on at Bayside Marketplace. But we have been walking around, driving around downtown Miami all day. There were 3 crews in Miami-Dade. A lot of us spent time with those large groups of protesters at different times throughout the day. But I want to show you some video of my experience earlier this evening. We were walking down Biscayne Boulevard closer to the highway on the other end, and it was just very different from a lot of the other images that we've been seeing, especially from last night and especially in Fort Lauderdale today. I was speaking with a lot of protesters because I know early on in the evening we were at the City of Miami Police headquarters and we thought that's where they were coming. We saw a lot of police officers with their shields ready for the protesters to head that way from American Airlines Arena. But that was not the case. They ended up circling throughout downtown Miami. You saw the chopper video of those large crowds as people jumped in and jumped out and small groups kind of scattered, but then kind of found their collective group again. But I asked some of the protesters, why are you guys doing this? Where are you guys going? And they were saying they wanted to avoid any sort of clashes or standoff with police that we've been seeing in video across the country. And they wanted to continue protesting peacefully. They knew that a lot of those outside agitators, as we've been calling them, were among them. And they were very aware of that and wanted to make sure that that didn't cloud some of their passion and some of their purpose and some of their message. So yes, overall, a much more peaceful night tonight than last night. Elliot, Lauren, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, Francis, thank you very much. Good to hear that part.